I'm Amber, this is Seth, and this is Dane. What we're going to do today is show you the effect of nonverbal behavior on a job interview.
Pause. As you can see, she is very well dressed, so my first impression of her, I think she's going to do a good job.
Hi, my name's Amber.
Hello. Pause. As you can see, very kind of firm handshake, not too firm, so I know she's not trying to challenge me, but she also wants to do a good job here, so I'm very impressed so far. Okay, thank you. You can have a seat. As I can see here, Miss Haberly, you taught at J. Hampton Moore Elementary School last year. What makes you want to come to this school? What kind of experiences have you had?
Well, as I recall, I had a amazing, they wanted to make me tenure within the first 6 months that I was there. I believe it was about a year after they wanted Teacher of the Year for me. It was a great accomplishment. My kids praised me. I did miraculous things. I worked with the curriculum very well.
Pause. Okay. She's not really making good eye contact, so I'm thinking that she might be lying a little bit. Her answers are a little off the wall. But research shows that when you don't make eye contact, doesn't necessarily mean that you're lying. So I should really look past the nonverbal cues of not having eye contact. So maybe she is telling the truth. We will see. Okay. Ms. Haberly, our school is known for having some disruptive kids. The classroom you're going to be, that we're thinking about hiring you for, there's about 4 very disruptive kids from low socioeconomic statuses. Their parents aren't really involved. How would you deal with these kids in the classroom? What kind of experiences do you have with dealing with kids like this?
Well, in my past elementary school, I have been known to either pull the students aside and talk to them individually about their behaviors. I have even sent letters home with parents, discussing their children's behavior in classes. If need be, I will personally escort them to the principal's office if I find it completely disruptive and not able to be resolved. I found that to be a big help, but usually in my past we have been able to, with our collaboration, fix the problem.
Pause. So as our time has increased with our interview, I'm starting to have a lot of increased trustworthiness with her. She sounds like she really knows what she's talking about, that she actually could have tenure within six months. She's making a lot more eye contact, so as time's been going on, I've been trusting her a lot more. So as I can see here, I know a lot about your academics and how you're doing, and I know about your credentials. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself, what you're into, your hobbies, sports, anything?
Sure. Actually, in undergrad, I played a little bit of softball.
Did you really? What position did you play?
I did. I played goalie.
Goalie? What? Goalie.
No, I'm just kidding. Actually, I played catcher.
Okay, catcher. I played center field.
Very nice.
I played baseball a lot. Played all throughout high school. Played in college. Yeah.
Actually, my son plays for a travel team, the Raiders.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Mm-hmm.
So does my son.
No way.
How old is your son?
10.
Is he really? My son's 11.
No way.
Are they on the same team? What's his name?
John.
Pause. So research shows with increased time, I should have more likability towards her, which I do, since we can see that we have more in common. We had baseball and softball in common. Our kids play on the same team. So with increased time, I do like her a lot more. Also, research shows with increased time, there should be a lot more aggressiveness. As you can see, we are touching, we're making contact, physical contact, making more eye contact. So there's a lot more aggressiveness and likability. So research does show this. So that's exactly how our interview is going so far. So I think we have all we need to know for this interview. You did a great job.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you, Ms. Haberly. Maybe I'll see you when our kids play baseball together. Pause. So you can see with increased time, I made a lot more judgments at the beginning. I thought she was lying, but then I started to like her more. I started to trust her more aggressiveness. So as you can see with increased time, there's a lot more judgment. And also with increased time, I can see that she became a lot more cheerful. We interacted a lot better. So it was a very good interview. She had very good nonverbal behavior with this interview. So I think I might give her the job for this.
As we can see from this video, we showed that people start making an impression of somebody as soon as they see their face. The second they see what they're wearing, what they look like, and how they hold themselves, they can say, this person has good posture, a good face, good clothing, or they can say this person has poor posture, poor clothing, and doesn't take care of themselves very well. Immediately you can start to side with one side or the other, whether you like this person or not. The next important thing in the video was the handshake. Handshake is very important, and between two men, the handshake should be more firm. Between a man and a woman, it's okay to let it relax a little. The third thing in the video was the eye contact. If you have an interview and you don't make very much eye contact and you're telling them about your credentials, they're much less likely to believe you. Whether or not you want to believe that or not, it's true. Research shows that most people think that averting your eyes from the person you're talking to is a sign of lying. In the second part of the video, we showed that people make more judgments the longer they're interacting with each other. These judgments often regard the likability and trustworthiness of the person they're meeting. Also, as more time progresses, the conversation becomes more aggressive. As you saw when they tapped each other on the shoulder and started talking about their kid's baseball team, they got much more into the conversation than they had been previously. Also, it should be pointed out that a cheerful attitude is much more well received than a dull, dreary attitude. Had she come through the door and been like, yes, I want the job, I'm a teacher, yada da da da, she would have been much less likely to get the job than if she acted the way that she acted.
We just wanted to thank you for allowing us to present you with information that we've gathered on how nonverbal behavior affects job interviews. Thank
I think I have all we need to know for this interview. It was a very good interview. Nice meeting you.
Okay, thank you.
The door's over there. Also, through our process here, our interview process. So, you're starting?
I was.
So I think I have all I need to know for this interview. It was nice meeting you.
You too, thank you.
I think that could conclude the interview. Maybe we could see each other when our kids are playing together for the Raiders. Pause. So as you can see, with increased time we had,
That was good!
I know.
I have to say that my initial interview, my initial greeting with Dane here, that he was well dressed for the RA position that I'm about to meet him for. The handshake was fairly obviously gripped.
Also, finally, we saw that a cheerful person is perceived much better than a dull, dreary person. If she had come in here and been like, yeah, I want this job, yada da da da, she much less likely would have gotten the job.
Right.
Are you pushing? Not yet!
So, okay, as we saw in this project, people start making impressions of people as soon as they walk through the door. As soon as you see a person, you think, oh, look at this person. They look like me, therefore they must think like me and act like me and like the same things I do.